What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Well, guys, it looks like the stock market has resumed its rally. Let's take a look at some of the information that supports that. Here's the headline. Dow closes 500 points higher as Apple revives stock rally. Stocks moved higher on Monday thanks to a rise in Apple shares as investors looked ahead to a possible end to the ongoing U.S. government shutdown, as well as a slew of big name earnings reports and inflation data expected in the coming days. Remember, October 24th, you have the September CPI inflation report coming out. You also have one of your magnificent seven companies, Tesla, coming out with Q3 earnings on October 22nd. The Dow Jones Industrial Average traded 552 points higher, or 1.2%. The S&P 500 also climbed 1.2%, while the NASDAQ Composite advanced 1.5%. A contrast to what you saw last Friday. I'm happy to see that we're recovering and resuming the rally. Apple led the market higher, rising 4% after receiving an upgrade to buy from hold at Loop Capital. The firm pointed to improving demand trends for the company's iPhones, saying that we are now at the front end of Apple's long-anticipated adoption cycle that suggests ongoing iPhone shipment expansion through calendar year 2027. Also giving a boost to stocks, the government shutdown, which has now entered day 20, is likely to end sometime this week. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett told CNBC's Squawk Box Monday. He added that he believes moderate Democrats would come together this week to strike a deal, and that the White House was prepared to take stronger measures to force an end to the stoppage if there's no deal this week. Looks like Trump about to step up or step on somebody, and it looks as though the Democrats, at least the moderate Democrats, are ready to make a deal, but we'll have to wait and see. Stocks are coming off a volatile trading week, ultimately closing higher despite flaring tensions between the U.S. and China. A sell-off sparked by regional bank loan losses and declines in a few high-flying artificial intelligence names. However, a strong start to the third quarter earnings season appears to be lifting sentiment, alongside investors' anticipation of another quarter percentage point rate cut at the Federal Reserve's late October meeting. You had the two major banks, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, come out late last week with incredible third quarter earnings, guys. Morgan Stanley had $4 billion in profit for Q3. That's what they're talking about. Also, rate cut, Fed rate cut coming, man. I believe October 27th or 28th will be rate cut date, 25 basis points. That will push the market higher, in my opinion. Following the first week of the reporting season, 76% of the 58 S&P 500 companies that have posted results so far have exceeded earnings expectations, far surpassing the first week average of 68% and slightly higher than last quarter's 73% figure, according to Bank of America. Like I told you guys, in my opinion, we're rounding the corner to the most productive months in the calendar year for the stock market, which is November and December. Listen, guys, in my opinion, these are 2 months. If you're an investor, you don't want to be sitting on the sideline. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you a pro tip. This week, several large companies are expected to report quarterly results. Netflix, Coca-Cola, Tesla, and Intel are among the names on deck. Investors hope that earnings will continue to come in strong, possibly overshadowing any challenges in the macroeconomic landscape. Investors also continue to move past concerns of credit risks that had caused a broader rout on Thursday. The market panicked after Zions Bank Corporation and Western Alliance disclosed issues tied to bad loans, leading shares of several financial heavyweights and regional banks to swing lower before they rebounded on Friday. Shares of Zions, which is set to report earnings after the bell, and Western Alliance saw gains in Monday's session, each moving 4% higher. Markets are exiting the funk of the ongoing tariff drama with China and the shutdown standoff, and are now more focused on monetary policy and earnings, both of which are far more positive and consequential, said Jamie Cox, managing partner at Harris Financial Group. Markets are broadening out, and investors would be wise to take advantage of it while it lasts. Get in where you fit in, baby. That's basically what he's telling you. The 3 major U.S. indexes edged up Friday after President Donald Trump appeared optimistic on a potential trade deal with China ahead of his meeting with the Chinese president later this month in South Korea. Trump echoed a similar sentiment Monday, saying that he expects a fair deal with the country. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent also said that day Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent also said that day that he thinks things have de-escalated with China and that he will likely be meeting with counterpart Chinese vice premier in the coming week. These comments suggested to traders that Trump's threat of an additional 100% tariff on China imports November 1 may not happen. Of course it's not going to happen. Trump was trying to negotiate. It looks as though China and the U.S., who are tied at the hip, and I've always told you guys that, number 1 economy in the world, which is America, number 2 economy in the world, which is China, they are tied at the hip, so they got no other choice but to negotiate, and they will do that. Drop me some comments down in the comment box. Look at all of these tailwinds we got coming, guys. Please get in where you fit in. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. Moomoo is going to give you some NVIDIA stock when you open up a new Moomoo brokerage account and make a deposit. All you got to do is get down to the first link in the description box. That's the Moomoo brokerage link. Click on it and get all the details on how you can get some NVIDIA stock. Don't delay, act today. Second link down in the description box is the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. Guys, all we do in that community is help each other build wealth, get to financial freedom and passive income. If you want to be a part of our team, all you got to do is click on that second link. It'll take you over to Patreon, and then come sign up for the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We'll call the Wealth Builders.